That's right, Amal Clooney, the internationally renowned human rights lawyer, has reportedly filed for divorce from her husband, George Clooney, the A-list actor and philanthropist. And it doesn't stop there. The shocking twist in this saga is that the divorce could leave George Clooney broke. Stick with us as we dive deep into the details of their marriage, what went wrong, and how this might impact George's fortune. Trust us, you won't want to miss a moment of this story. Let's get into it. George Clooney and Amal Clooney met in 2013, and the world couldn't help but take notice. The former bachelor, known for his suave charm and Hollywood heartthrob status, had finally found someone who seemed to match him in intellect, beauty, and grace. Amal, a brilliant and accomplished lawyer, was just as captivating, known for her work on international human rights issues. They were a couple that made the world believe in fairy tales again. Their wedding in 2014, in Venice, Italy, was the epitome of romance. Pictures of the two in the canals of Venice, looking utterly smitten with each other, were plastered all over the media. Fans and tabloids alike couldn't get enough of their seemingly perfect marriage. Together, they looked like the definition of power couple perfection. George Clooney, the man who had been the ultimate symbol of the single, carefree Hollywood life, had seemingly turned a new leaf. Marriage and fatherhood were now on the horizon. The pair welcomed twins, Ella and Alexander, in 2017, and George became an even more devoted father than anyone could have imagined. But despite their initial bliss, cracks started to appear in their relationship over time. Hollywood marriages have a way of being under constant scrutiny, and theirs was no exception. Whether it was media rumors or whispers from insiders, things began to feel a little off. Amal, fiercely independent and dedicated to her career, seemed to be drifting in a different direction from George, who was making fewer public appearances. For years, George and Amal were viewed as a match made in heaven. But no marriage is immune to difficulties, especially when the public eye is constantly watching. There were increasing reports of tension behind the scenes. Amal's demanding career took her all over the world, sometimes leaving George to take on more of the parenting responsibilities. George, for his part, appeared to be struggling with this dynamic. Sources close to the couple have hinted that Amal's focus on her work and humanitarian efforts started to drive a wedge between them. Meanwhile, George was said to be feeling increasingly isolated. The age gap, with Amal being 17 years younger, also raised questions among critics who wondered if the disparity in life goals was a source of strain. After months of speculation, it has been confirmed that Amal Clooney has officially filed for divorce from George Clooney. The timing of this decision has shocked many, but it seems that Amal has come to a point where she feels that her marriage to George is no longer sustainable. The couple reportedly met with divorce lawyers to work out the details, and sources have hinted that the decision has been brewing for some time. But what's even more shocking is the financial fallout from this divorce. While George Clooney is a millionaire and has seen immense success with his tequila brand, Casamigos, it turns out that the marriage's finances are more complicated than expected. According to insiders, Amal's divorce filing could leave George in financial jeopardy, with potential alimony payments and the division of their wealth possibly leaving him with a much smaller fortune. Now, this is where things take an even juicier turn. George Clooney's financial situation has been a topic of discussion for years. With his successful acting career, business ventures, and high-profile endorsements, George Clooney has long been considered one of Hollywood's wealthiest stars. However, reports suggest that the divorce could leave him broke, at least compared to what he's accustomed to. While George has an estimated net worth of around $500 million, much of this wealth is tied to his tequila company, Casamigos, which he sold for nearly $1 billion in 2017. The marriage was also intertwined with many of his assets, and if Amal fights for a significant portion of their wealth in the divorce settlement, George could face a serious financial setback. Alimony, child support, and the division of assets will undoubtedly be a lengthy process, and there's no telling how much George will be forced to part with in the end. His luxurious lifestyle, private jets, and multi-million-dollar homes could all be at risk if this divorce becomes as messy as some predict. The announcement of Amal's divorce filing has left fans and media outlets in a frenzy. The couple that once seemed so perfect is now unraveling before our eyes. As we continue to follow this developing story, we can only wonder how George and Amal will navigate the complexities of their split, especially with George's financial future now in question. But we want to know what you think. Do you believe that George Clooney will bounce back from this divorce, or is this the end of the road for the once great Hollywood star? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.